Hello YouTube, today I've got another camera review. This one's a bit special and kind of rare it seems, so let's get this open and I'll show you the unit. Got all the attachments and tapes in there. Let's get the camera out. Here it is. This is the PD100. It was an entry level really into the DVCAM format. As you can see, it's DVCAM. It does not record in the DV mode. And if you're thinking, that looks familiar, you're right. It's because this is the TRV900, which was the consumer model, basically, of the camera. So this is the one that most consumers would buy. It's very popular with skaters. If you look TVR900, it comes up with God knows how many hundreds of skater videos. And then Sony at that sort of time, back then, were very commonly doing a professional model of their most popular consumer one. So this is the prosumer model, and as I say, it's quite a rare camera. I've only ever seen this come up once more on eBay, and I saw it and I put in a bid for it and actually ended up winning it for about £36 last second. So mental really, considering the TRV900 goes easily for 100 plus, and I indeed paid 108 for mine, but this I got about last second for about £36, so really happy. Came with the extra stuff as well, so let's just get that out. Big battery. But yeah, this is the important bit that sort of made the difference between going with the consumer model and this prosumer model. This gives you XLR capability by plugging it straight into the hot shoe there. It's not cold shoe, it's a hot shoe. So that just slides back and then it makes the connection and then it runs off the camera battery. And then you have the ability to plug in phantom power as well for 48 volts. It's a really nice camera. Mine is full working order. Let's boot this up for you. I think you're all familiar with, no doubt if you're into cameras, no doubt you're very much familiar with how these operate and everything. So let's get that out of the way. Some VCR mode. Open lens cap. There we go, camera mode. Yeah, this has got the big old battery on there. That's actually a third-party model. It's basically the NP960, which works for sort of crazy amount of hours, 6 hours plus. So yeah, no, I'm really happy with this pickup. It's very strange because it's DVCAM only, so you don't have the options in the menu to change the recording feature. Like my PD100, you can go and you can change how it records, but this doesn't have that menu at all. You can go in there, you can change the audio from 48 to 32, mic level, autos. You can obviously do manual because it has the XLR capability, so it's not going to be a professional camera if it doesn't have those sort of settings. But yeah, recording wise, it's purely records in DVCAM format. However, I'm just guessing it because it's probably just picky due to its age. Though it's DVCAM and as I say only records in DVCAM, it really prefers to have standard Sony tapes. So I'll just get one out of the bag. So these are the standard Sony DV tapes which were typically used by most people who get these anyway really, and there's thousands available still. Got quite a bulk off eBay over the last few years because I have so many DV cameras. But yeah, this camera here seems to prefer recording on them. So obviously you're going to get the reduced time because it's recording that DVCAM format, so it's recording quicker, which reduces tape length. But when I record on the standard Sony ones, it's you know, it does what it's meant to, records, no playback features whatsoever, no playback issues whatsoever. But when I put in a DVCAM tape, it tends to have breakup, and I've cleaned the heads, so it doesn't seem to be a head issue. It just seems to be, I think it's really just sort of like a car, and you, after using it on so long with, you know, certain fuel, it just doesn't like the other. The motor inside has just sort of got picky due to old age, and indeed when I got this camera it did come with a bunch, and that's why I have some in here of these standard Sony tapes. So obviously the user before me had really just used the basic, you know, gone out cheap and got the basic DV tape. So yeah, but yeah, I'll add some footage at the end of this. What is a bit strange about it, and it doesn't seem to be the hood on there, despite me thinking that initially when I played it back. The recording, when I play them back from this camera, and you'll see in the video, it seems to have a bit of cornering issue, almost like this sort of corner here on the top right was sort of in shot and sort of colour tweak. However, when I watch it in the camera, I don't see that, and when I watch it on the television, if I hook it directly into my TV, I don't see it. But as you'll see from the footage, when I'm capturing it to the computer and put it on YouTube, and like there's some weird sort of bowing on this side, if that was the word I was looking for, bowing on the image. But yeah, really nice camera. Essentially, it's, as I say, it's just a professional TRV900, identical bodies, identical features, all the controls are the same, NV filter built in, free CCD. I can say the TRV is the slightly lighter model. It's obviously the professional one. It's die cast metal. This, it's yeah, nice, stronger, more weighty feel to it. But yeah, no, apart from that, you wouldn't really spot the difference. But yeah, lovely unit. Really happy to have it in my collection. I'm just so glad I got it at such a good price as well. But yeah, as I say, this is just typical Sony back in at that time period would do. They'd have their most professional, almost well-selling, high-end consumer model, and then just chuck that body in and use that body and put the professional stuff in there. But yeah, this was very much the entry to DVCAM from Sony, and then it went up to the models like the PD100 at the time, and then the DSR-250, DSR-300, and finally a DSR-500. They're not the sort of, actually I've got photos of them here. They're not cameras that I don't have. I did have PD150, but I had to return it because it's faulty, and then ended up getting the PD170 for cheaper, so that worked out well. But yeah, these are the other models that I sadly don't own, but you know, they're going to go for still quite a lot, and it's the big heavy cameras, so yeah, I probably will never be getting those ones. But yeah, happy to have these two especially. Very nice. And now I will show you some PD100 footage. Hope you enjoy. Thank you. Oh dear. Right, we'll just cut into that video because it was broken up a bit, only because I'd been running these Fuji tapes. So I got the Fuji tapes, DVCAM tapes. I've cleaned the heads and tried them, Yeah, they just don't want to work. I'll try them with the PD170, but I fear I'm going to get the same thing. In which case, I'll just use them in the HD cameras, I guess, because these cameras are really picky about what tapes they use. So, we'll see how we go with this. Play this back. How old are you today, Mum?
73.
73. Betty, full of fleas. Oh dear.
Wow, that was so good.
What?
He doesn't know where Very nice indeed.
Also, I made up another song.
Is he in the toy?
Where's your ball? You just sit out here. Got Toby a lot of tennis balls the other day. They were scattered around the garden, but we've cleaned most of them up now.